Ugh. Ugh. Should be fine. Should be fine. Yeah, perfect. Let me actually. What do you mean editing accessories? Playlist. I gotta put that on the playlist later. Tags. That's what I want. Yes. 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 YP. YTP. Good lord. Should be fine. Should be fine. Gotta get that. Yeah, that's right there. Beautiful. Beautiful. Saved. Yep. Cool. What is this? Oh, I see. Oh, yes, I see. Oh, yes. Okay. Cool. So this is what I got for y'all people, for the VOD watchers, because apparently there are actually VOD watchers.
You got a game and a control. That's the way it goes. But Nintendo has always come up with creative and unique ways to come up. Today, there's the Wii and the D, but even in the early days with the NES, they were doing. Your mom! Some of them were pretty awesome at the time, but others were awesome at the time. So let's take a look at some of the NES accessories. I already talked about the bad glove. We all know it's bad, so bad. Let's start with the Fapper. Back then, we just called it the gun because that's what it is. There's nothing more satisfying than just fucking the fuck out of things. It was the quintessential gaming accessory. Almost your accessory. Almost.
That's all I got. I got a minute in about. I gotta edit the beginning a bit. I don't think I'm gonna continue with the bit where I remix this intro song, because sometimes people watch it, but most of the time I'm seeing people mostly just skip it, thinking it's not edited in any way. It's fun. Maybe I'll do it again some other time, but for now I'm just gonna have it be calling himself the angry gay nerd and have that, because it's like its own separate thing, and then people are like, oh, this is a parody, so they know what to, they're expecting a parody. Yeah, that's the only thing that's gonna be different with the AVG and YTPs, pretty much. It took me a while. I knew I wanted to do this one, but I was gonna do the sports one and call that AVGN plays with some balls or something like that, but I couldn't get any good humor out of it. And then I was like trying to do a nostalgia critic one, and I was trying to find one for that. That's gonna take me a while. I think that's gonna be like 3 or 4 videos away from doing a nostalgia critic one, but I think I'll do the food fight one. But I don't know. Maybe I want to do. I think I would definitely want to do another JonTron one, because I haven't done JonTron since December. JonTron, I think, was my second or third YTP that I did. And that's when I was starting to get the hang of things. But yeah, let's see what we can do here. So.
Almost every console had their own version of the gun. The only problem.
The gun.
Almost every console had their own version of
the nun.
Gun.
Okay, make him say none.
Gun.
None. I gotta find the funny nun picture that I had. I think it was in another one of the AVG and YTPs.
None. Only problem.
It needs to be a little louder.
None. Almost your accessory. Almost every console had their own version of the none. Only problem.
Bring that in a little tighter. Get the timing right.
Had their own version of the none. Only problem. It doesn't work so good.
Maybe have him shoot. I was gonna have him shoot the TV and break the TV, but I've already had a TV break thing. Maybe it could just be a bit where he just keeps fucking breaking the TV. That could be funny.
The first one is completely random.
Another one doesn't do. There's the gun. Oh, and the scope, but that's on the Super Nintendo. Fucking lying bastard. Oh yeah, the piano. The power pad. Makes a bunch of funny faces there. I can make him like, oh, maybe that'd take a lot of cutting. Maybe I can just make the background a different color. Oh, the fucking speed board, piece of plastic shit. I can do a lot there. Oh, here's the Roll and Rock bit. This is the most classic. This is like his best joke I think he's ever done. Roll and Rock.
That shit.
And the U-Force. I think that's the last one. So he only does like 2 things where he points something at the TV. Oh my god, it's raw. Cool. Okay. We got lots to work with. I'll try and get this past 3:30. I want to get AVGN ones are usually more watched than my other YTPs. So if I make it a little longer, it does a little bit better. But if I make it too long, like the AVGN Ghostbusters one, I think that one was too long. Here's my goal for around 3:30.
Every console had their own version of the gun.
Nun.
Only problem, it doesn't work so great anymore. It depends on the game. The second one has a pattern. Every other round, use your hands. That's like a baby's toy. Also had its own gun, more like a big-ass bazooka, the Super Scope. If you're familiar with the Zapper, this one's a totally different story.
This one's a total...
More like a big-ass bazooka, the Super Scope. If you're familiar with the Zapper...
Oh, I thought you said disaster.
If you're familiar with the Zapper, this one's a totally different...
Because I would have made him say total disaster.
The Zapper used the screen goes black for a fraction of a second and the targets become white squares. The Zapper detects whether he drains them in a... You think the Super Scope would be more reliable than... Piano. It's a miracle if I could figure this shit out. You might be thinking, wow, Nintendo had piano? Well, yeah, Nintendo
P-Nano
had everything, but it was also available on other game consoles and home computers. A piano.
I wonder how much that costs on like eBay. God, the shipping alone would be a nightmare.
Well, that's really all there is to say.
Most of them are probably fucking broken.
Is that the music comes from the keyboard, which is okay, but the metronome comes from the TV, and that can be a little confusing. Other than having standard lessons, you also play this like eyes. Eyes. You gotta shoot the... Next we have the power pad. You lay it on the floor, kind of like Twister. Let's pop in good old world-class track meet and have a race, jump hurdles, and do the long jump or triple jump. The present-day equivalent
God, doesn't that look fucking fun? Look at him dance. Look at him fucking shake his ass.
Upstairs, your parents would hear like all this thumping and shit. They hated it. Cats and dogs would piss and shit on it. In fact,
What the fuck is that? I've always wondered, is that actually fucking cat piss? I've never seen cat piss. I've seen dog piss, because dogs piss fucking everywhere. But that's actually just fucking foul.
in fact, just thinking about it makes me feel like having an anal evacuation.
Initiation.
Make
I could probably just put that in a bunch of spots to make it like an ongoing bit throughout the YTP and just have it be without context.
Almost every console had their own version of the none. Only problem, it doesn't work. Only problem.
Like it makes me thinking about having an anal evacuation. Where the fuck was it? Now I gotta fucking find it again. Pass this, power pass.
It was meant to be a family game, but most kids I knew played it alone in their room, and that meant that if your room was upstairs, your parents would hear like all this thumping and shit. They hated it. Cats and dogs would piss and shit on it. In fact,
shitting and shit.
Just thinking about it makes me feel like
Makes me feel
like having an anal evacuation. None.
Does the verbiage work or the
only problem? Makes me feel like having an anal evacuation.
That works fine.
Makes me feel like having an anal evacuation.
Makes me feel like having anal. Yeah.
Makes me feel like having an makes me feel like having
Get rid of the having
an only problem. Makes me feel like having anal evacuation.
Having. Gotta get the ing.
Have anal.
G.
Having anal. Having it.
Having it.
Having it.
Haven't. He doesn't say his goods very hard.
Anal evacuation. Anal evacuation. Initiation.
Shishin.
Anal.
Anal, and then just have him pause. And just do that a few times. Yeah. Whoa, what's he doing? Makes me feel like having anal.
Version of the none. Only problem. Makes me feel like having anal.
Okay, that's pretty good. That's pretty good.
On itself. I have depends on had their own.
I think that's done. That's my bit done for the zapper. Maybe instead of super scope, he says endoscope.
Like a big Super Nintendo also had its own gun, more like a big ass bazooka, the Super Scope.
The endoscope.
Its own gun, more like.
I would look up endoscope to make sure I'm doing that's a proper term, but I'm not looking up fucking endoscope on a live stream. Let me do it on my phone. Endoscope. I'm pretty sure that's right. A minimally invasive. You can't be minimally invasive. It's either invasive or not. Something's supposed to be where it is, or it's not supposed to be there at all. Endoscope along thin, yeah. Passageway or organs. I've never had an endoscope in me. Well, maybe I have. I had an appendectomy, and maybe they did that. Oh, yeah, I must have, because I've got pictures of my guts. That's right. Okay, so I definitely have had at least, like, a camera up in there.
Like a bird zapper, have wild gun. When you pull the trigger, the screen goes black for a fraction. Super Nintendo also. The Super Nintendo also had its own gun, more like a big-ass bazooka, the Super Scope.
The endoscope. Endo might be hard to get him to say.
The Super Nintendo gun. Only problem, makes me feel like having anal. The Super Nintendo also had its own gun, more like a big-ass bazooka, the Super Scope. If you're familiar with
Big ass is ass.
bazooka, the Super Scope. The Super Nintendo also had its own gun, more like a big-ass bazooka, a bazooka.
Hookah.
Big ass.
Yes. Oh, what did you do that for?
Like a big ass, say yes.
Say yes.
Bazooka.
Say
the
yes.
Super
Say yes.
bazooka. The Super
Hookah bazooka.
bazooka. Bazooka. The Super bazooka. Bazooka.
I gotta find a good huh.
Nintendo also had its own.
Hat.
Nintendo also had.
Ha hoo ha hoo.
Also had its.
That might work. Sometimes H's work, sometimes they don't. And I gotta put more visual stuff. I know I need more visuals.
Like a big ass, say ass hat. Bazooka.
Hookah.
Say ass bazooka.
Hookah.
Bazooka. The
Hookah bazooka.
say ass bazooka. Bazooka. The Super.
That's pretty funny.
Ass bazooka. Bazooka.
And then I'll just like make a hookah bazooka or something like that. I don't know how I'm gonna do that. That's gonna take some finesse.
Say ass bazooka. Bazooka. The Super Scope.
Okay, endo.
Super. The Super. The Super. Super.
Super scope. Okay, N. Endo. So
If you're familiar with the Zapper, this
Nintendo. She says that, so.
also had the Super.
And. Oh, he says endo in. Yeah, I can make him say from just him saying Nintendo. And. Well, he has that, so I gotta. Maybe I'll find it one where he doesn't have anything, any other noises.
Nintendo also had Nintendo.
Oh, he says it right there. Endo.
The Super Nintendo.
The super endoscope.
The Super.
Soup.
The Super Nintendo. The Super Nintendo.
Tendo.
Nintendo.
Endo.
The Super Nintendo. Super Scope.
Scope.
The Super Nintendo Scope.
Beautiful.
Scope. Whoa.
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 Nintendo Scope. Whoa.
Whoa. Maybe you can make him say dope.
If you're familiar with the Zapper, this one's a totally different story. If you're
familiar with the Fapper.
If you're familiar with the Zap,
Zaza.
Zapper. If you're familiar,
Fapper? Familiar with the Fapper?
Fapper. This one's a totally different. This one's a totally different story.
Rory.
The Zapper usually has it. The Zapper. This one's a totally different story. The Zapper used light to totally different story. This story.
Well, hopefully he says this one.
The Zapper used light detection.
This one goes up your ass.
That is, when you pull the trigger, the screen goes black for a fraction of a second, and the targets become white squares. The Zapper detects whether or not it's pointing at the light, hence the term light gun that everybody likes to call it. But the Super Scope.
But the Super Scope goes up your butt.
But the Super Scope uses a sensor that you plug. But the Super Scope uses a sensor that you plug in the Super Nintendo, much like the Wii and Wii has used much like it's a different story.
This one's gonna be a little hard.
Familiar with Fapper? This one's
familiar with Fapper?
Familiar with Fapper?
There's a little bit. I totally would have missed that.
Familiar with this Fapper?
Familiar with this Fapper?
The Zapper.
There we go.
This one's a totally different story. But the Super
Oh, my mouse. I found out it's not my mouse's fault. It's Streamlabs. As soon as I open up Streamlabs, it changes. It just makes my mouse lag, and I don't know why.
Scope. Whoa. The Super Nintendo Scope. Super Nintendo Scope.
And
story. The Super Nintendo.
Get rid of that. I can just make the footage continue.
Scope use. Super Nintendo Scope uses a sensor that you plug into the.
You plug into your ass.
You plug into the.
Okay, there's definitely got to be something where it says AVGN saying ass or something like that. It's like an ass compliment. Yep, ass collection. Oh, shut up. Oh, shut up. You haven't done this before? Okay, then. I was like, where's the fucking X? To try to hide it from you.
You'd rather super glue your asshole shut than play that game. This game is an
ass.
Oh, you know what? It isn't fun. You know what? Get your ass handed to you.
Like puke up a donkey's ass. But that's okay because this game kicks ass. I'd rather fucking eat my fucking balls off and puke them up my fucking ass.
I think I might do this one next, or maybe I'll save it for Halloween. Halloween's, a bit of ways away, but. Maybe I can do that.
A pipe, you fucking asshole. It's a bunch of putrid anal shit coming out of a rhinoceros asshole.
Wait, what's this? He's kicking my ass.
Maria, up your fucking asshole.
Damn, I hate all this shit. Fuck. Bitch. Ass. And also, you have to make sure that you time your jump right, or the game's up the ass. I think I'd shit my pants. Total ass.
Magazine Nintendo Power 64?
Ew.
Wow.
And fuck this game. This game is ass.
The sound effects. A grizzly bear while shoving King Kong up my ass.
There's really...
Maybe there's something in the video. I should have looked at that first, probably.
But that means that you gotta use 6 AA batteries, and this fucking beast drains them in a few hours. Nintendo had everything.
He looks right at the camera. Yeah. Oh, that's he's saying stuff there.
They played alone in their room, and that meant that if your room was upstairs, your parents would hear like all this thumping and shit. They hated it. Cats and dogs would piss and shit on it. In fact, just thinking about it makes me feel.
And this is for you. Why in the ass would I need that?
Ass? That's a good ass.
Why in the ass? Why in the
And then just find your.
Nintendo scope uses a sensor that you plug in
Plug into. Okay, I need to find a 2 and a your. Plug into.
that you plug in ass the Super Nintendo, much like the Wii. And
I should just grab the thing with it too. Well, maybe not. Maybe not. Sometimes having the video along with the audio is funny, like the fast like
story. The Super
sentence
Nintendo
mixing.
scope uses a scope. Whoa. If you're familiar with the
Or sometimes it just is. You know, this is totally unrelated, so you don't really need
sensor
to see
that you plug in
So I might just continue this bit.
the Super Nintendo, much like the Wii and its Super Nintendo, much like the Wii and its Wii Zapper. Another thing about the Super Scope is that it isn't powered by the NES. It's wireless, which you think would be cool, but that means that you gotta use 6 AA batteries. This can be streamed in a few hours. And why is it straight on the top? It should be down here. This is balls.
This is balls.
You think a Super Scope would be more reliable than the original Zapper, but it's not. Even if I point the gun in the same spot, the bullets just scatter all over the place, all because I'm using a flat screen TV. Like a miracle piano.
Say 2, goddammit.
A miracle piano. It's a miracle if I could figure this shit out. You might be thinking, wow, Nintendo had it out. I could figure this shit out. A miracle if I could figure this shit out. You might be thinking, wow, Nintendo had it. Wow.
What? You might be thinking.
Wow. Nintendo had a piano? Well, yeah, Nintendo had everything. But it was also available on other game consoles and home computers. It's got one game, which is basically a piano teaching tool.
Tool. That might work. If I can't find anything better, I'll have to.
Teaching tool.
Tool. Put a marker here. Cream. Whatever.
Scope uses a sensor that you plug in tool.
Plug-in tool.
Plug-in tool.
And maybe I can have a demonstration. Oh yeah, I could totally have a demonstration. He bends his fucking fat ass right on over in on the power pad, and I can just get like a cutout of the endoscope and put it up his ass. That's an easy enough edit to do. Okay, your
the Super Nintendo, much like the Wii and its Wii Zapper. The thing about the Super Scope is that it
I can just take from
your mom.
That's horrifying.
Your mom. Your mom. Your mom. Your mom.
Your mom.
Plug into your ass. Plug into your ass.
Just a little tiny bit.
Into your ass. Plug into your ass.
That's pretty good. And then have the demonstration. Have the demonstration. Where's the top at? Yeah. Oh, right there. It's like bent fucking over. Well, I mean, he's not. It's very low. Maybe if I zoom in and bring it down, but I was thinking right before he gets down. Yeah. Maybe I can have his feet fucking keep moving so it looks like it's fucking painful while it goes up his ass. That's pretty good. It's pretty mature comedy, if you ask me.
Popping good old.
It's like, look at his fucking ass. Now that I've noticed it, I can't look away. Look at that fucking thing move. Holy shit.
It was meant to be a family game, but most kids I knew played it alone in their.
Beautiful.
Your ass.
Your ass!
Your ass! It was meant.
Well, if he does that, I'll just keep his ass steady.
It was meant to be a family.
I can't fucking stop laughing. Thank you very much, Fairvid. That's very kind.
Your ass! It was meant to be a family.
Look at him shake it, though. Good lord. Look at him work. I can't stop watching. I can't look away. Okay, I need to get back to work. I'm getting hypnotized by, EVGN's fat fucking ass. Look at that thing. Okay, whatever. I'll just have it freeze. Yeah, freeze right there where he's sticking his butt out a little bit. That's pretty fucking good. Alright, there. Shit. Freeze frame. Beautiful. I don't need the audio.
Alone.
Oh, wait.
Your ass!
And then I'll have like the words demonstration on the top. Where's the text? Text plus. Yeah. Demonstration. It's probably not how you spell it. I've definitely let a few typos get by. Unlike the YTP shorts that I do.
Your ass!
Maybe in parentheses. Yeah, no. And bar. Yeah. I never use Open Sans. I used to use Open Sans, but now I use whatever that one is. Gothic. And then I always go transform or shading. Yeah, second one. Everything is so weirdly laid out, but since I've been using this for so long, I pretty much know where most things are. Should I capitalize the D? Should probably capitalize the D. Demonstration.
Ass!
And then we gotta go get a cutout of the super scope. Tools, transparent. If I can get it to be transparent, that would be way easier. Like I could probably just cut that and then just cut that bit out. Yeah. No, that's not. It's for the Wii Brawl. For Super Smash Brothers Brawl. Yeah, this'll do. Wait, this is in Animal Crossing. Or, is it in Tamagotchi Life Treasures Animal Crossing World? Okay, whatever. I'll just take that one. No, I don't like that though. I don't like that angle. I like this one. I don't fucking yeah. It's people aren't gonna be able to tell it's from a game. It's this fucking same thing anyway. Who cares a shit? It's going up his fucking ass. Nobody's gonna question where it came from. This is gonna take some finesse. So I gotta copy this. So I wish I could just do mask, which is what this is called, but there's no, at least on the free version of this, there's no just like creating a mask. So I gotta have to like. So if I wanted to go in his ass cheek, I want this part of him to be over the other part. Look at that fucking... look at those arch of his back. Do I usually think of a title before or after I make the poop? Sometimes it comes before. Like, the sports one. I was planning on doing the sports one next. And... I instantly had a name for that one. AVGen plays with balls. Because it's a bunch of sports shit. It's super fucking easy. And I think he says balls a lot. So I would have had, like, him saying balls. like a compilation of him saying balls in the video at the end or something. Should go over there too. Maybe not. Let's round it out. Then you just take that, and then now you got that. This one also came to me before I even started NES Accessories. I just called it NES Accessories, and it's just because I was like, I probably could do a bunch of ass jokes. He says ass a lot, and it's not super hard to make an ass joke, but like the Ghostbusters one that I did, that one came after because I was just making the YTP first, and then I was just like, I can probably come up with something, and I was like, AVGN ghost busting, and I was like, oh, I got it. Make him say he likes busting the ghost because it just turned out that he just was jerking off the whole time and was busting the ghost, so it made him enjoy it. So I was like, cool, I'll do that. Sometimes most of the time it'll come like during while I'm making it, or I'll already have it planned out. Like for this one, NES Accessories, and I'll just have it like the ASS of the beginning. Yeah. The title I'm not always so afraid of. Like, it's not super important. The thumbnail's a bit more important than the title. Most people will click because it's like they'll see YTP and then they'll see the thumbnail. That's why I try to focus more on the thumbnails that I do. Like for this one, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Maybe I'll have this cut out of like this part. I'll have to recreate this or get rid of the demonstration and have the thing going up his ass, and then I'll have that like be like one element of the thumbnail. Okay, here we gotta cut this bit out. We want opposite. So that'll just cut everything else. What the fuck is going on here? Why did it do that? Okay, maybe I'll have to get a different image. Oh well. I need a super scope. Titles aren't super important. I mean, it helps with your CTR, your click-through rate. If you get a good title, or like a title, like I always, for the AVGN ones, I always put AVGN so it shows up in search. AVGN and YTP are always right next to each other. So maybe I'll call this one like NES plays with this NES accessories or something like that. You always want to get AVGN, or like if you're doing a Nostalgia Critic one, you always get Nostalgia Critic or Doug Walker or something like that. The one that's coming out this Friday, I've already done it. It's ready. It's uploaded. It just comes out. I always post every single Friday. That one is I completely fucking lost my goddamn train of thought trying to find one. I'll just take this one. But yeah, they always try to include the character. Oh, the Chris Boris, the one with the ghost hunting one that I was doing. It's Chris Boris, and I wanted to do an irate gamer. Somebody wanted me to do an irate gamer one, and I still am planning on doing it. But I found out he has ghost hunting, and I was like, sure, I'll do ghost hunting. You can make a couple jokes with that. Why is it with this fucking nasty outline? Well, it's fine. It should be fine. Maybe I can cut it out a little bit or key it out a bit. I probably can do that. But yeah, you always want. There's a good balance. You definitely want a funny name for YTP or an interesting name that makes people click. But the thumbnail I think is like, if you're focusing on uploading and you already have the video done, the title is like 1/3 of everything else. The thumbnail is like 2/3 of like where you should keep your attention. You want a really good thumbnail. Okay, key. I want that one. 3D keyer. Try and key this out without doing that. Not gonna let me do it, I bet. Yeah. Even doing that just makes it fucking glitch out. I think there's just something wrong with this. Whatever. It's going up his ass. No one's gonna be too fucking picky if it's oddly, like, have a white outline. Who gives a shit? Okay, transform, the animation part. So, we want that. I think this is his ass. right here. Yeah, we want that on the top layer, and then we want this just under it. So this looks like it's going up his ass. Look at that. But that fucking feels great. And then let's put a little softness on his ass cheeks, so it's like not as rough, if that makes sense. There we go. Look. Oh my god. Should I just have it go all the way up his ass, or should I just have it go animate going in and out? This is definitely maybe against terms of service. Look at that. He's having a fucking blast. I'll let you choose. If you want, do you want it going in and out, or do you? I think going in and out's pretty fucking funny. I mean, I might have to cut this part off. But look at that. That's beautiful. Software, I am using DaVinci, the free version of DaVinci. Oh, I got rid of it. I used some free fucking thing off of Microsoft for like the first 3 or 4 YTPs, and it only had like a max like resolution of like 480, and all those looked like shit. I mean, I don't use much more higher resolution than like 720 for most things. You think in and out is funny? I think so too. I think I'm gonna cut this part off. But DaVinci's been great. It's a free program. Maybe when I become monetized on like the first couple paychecks, I'll buy the version that costs, I think it's like $249. Oh wait, I can't do that because this is gonna do. Maybe not. Maybe not. Alpha. No, not another alpha output. I'm not doing the right one. I don't think. Yeah, I'm doing the black screen. This. Okay, undo that. I don't know what that's gonna fuck up. CapCut. Before I had my YTP channel that I have now, I did a really shitty just streaming where I streamed me playing video games, the games that I wanted to play, and that shit. I enjoyed it, but it didn't grow at all, and I did it for a year, and honestly, I got so tired of just, like, I kind of want to play a game on my own and not have to think about something funny to say or commentary, but I used CapCut for editing my shorts that I did, and it fucking sucked. I hated CapCut, and I think, like, if you do a longer video than, like, longer than a minute, it has a watermark, so I did this. This doesn't have a watermark. You can do 4K resolutions. It's completely free, and it's a great editing software. It just took some time to get used to. But this is if any of you want to do your own YTPs, I implore you start with this. Watch a couple videos on how to do simple cuts. You can watch me, for example, find where everything is, because most of the tools that I use now are pretty basic. If I need to do something that's a little more complex, and I kind of have an idea of doing it, I'll look up like. I was going to do the 3D keying, and I didn't know how to do that, so I was like, oh, I can probably just key it out, and I needed to learn how to do that. So you click here, and go to that, and you go to the 3D keyer, and then you can brush the color that you want. There's probably a better way of doing it, or getting it cleaner, but who cares? Okay, this, I need to get back on track. As soon as I have to start talking, I completely forget what I was saying. That, add alpha. Like, I had to watch a video to learn how to do this, and I was like, oh, this is easy, I can do that. And then now I just know how to do it. Switch it out, so it's that. Add the alpha. Shit. Okay, whatever. I won't be able to do that then. I'll just do that. That's pretty funny. Oh, was it the demonstration that got cut? Okay, well, how do I undo? See, now I've never had to undo this. Ah, beautiful. Okay, cool. That goes back up. Okay, let's animate this. This is also another thing. I made a Spider-Man song AVG on YTP yesterday in CapCut. Well, no shit. Yeah. Mobile, I used to edit on mobile. If you have a PC or a laptop or anything like that, always do it on PC. I kind of like the handle because it looked like it would be really painful. Yeah, I was thinking it wouldn't even be able to do it, but you know what? Maybe that adds to the comedy. If you think so, then it's gonna be included. Okay, so animating. It's a little funky on here. Keyframes, you have to make sure you turn that on. I skip like 3 frames, and then I go just a little bit, and then 3 frames, and then just a little bit more. Let's get rid of that so that it doesn't magnetize. And then I'll hold for like 2 frames, and then 1, 2, 3, come back, and then back out, and 2 frames, and then 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Let's have it go a little bit deeper this time. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, until it goes. Yeah, that's pretty good. My PC is on Windows 10 and 4 gigabytes DDR. It's pretty laggy, yeah. I definitely say get DaVinci. I don't think you have to upgrade to Windows 11 to use DaVinci. I think it was working fine before. I upgraded. I was going to stay on Windows 10 for as long as I could, but I wanted to play Resident Evil 9, and you have to be on Windows 11 to play Resident Evil 9. I was like, fine, I'll do it. And I had to do a bunch of fucking shit. I had to like open my BIOS and update my BIOS or something in my BIOS to be able to get Windows 11, and it was such a fucking pain in the ass.
That you plug into your ass.
Let's have them do a noise, because this is just, you know, crickets.
That you plug into your
Nice, yeah. DaVinci's great. It's free. You can't complain if something is free. It's a great fucking software. Have that be a little longer. I made the switch because somebody else I was talking to, I was on a YTP Discord, and I left that because the fucking people there were just, you know, posting shit, and I was like, these YTPs kind of suck. They weren't theirs. I wouldn't have said that if it's somebody else's. I just wasn't interested in them. But I saw one guy did like a Grinch YTP just for fun for like his friends to prank his friends. I was like, oh, that's a good idea. Just like beautiful. And he used DaVinci, and I was like, yeah, maybe I'll try it. And he said it was free, and I was like, yeah, I'll try it. And I made the switch, and I have not gone back. Most of my YTPs ever since the Outdoor Boys one was my very first YTP that I made using DaVinci, and I was still getting used to it. Okay, let's see this whole bit.
If you're familiar with the Zapper, this one's a totally different story. The Super Nintendo scope uses a sensor that you plug into your ass.
Why was the nerd gooning to Slimer? Who wouldn't goon to fucking Slimer? I mean, look at that creature. Let's look at. I've got all my thumbnails saved. I save all my YTPs and my shorts. Everything is saved, just in case if like something happens, so we can look. We can look right at it. I mean, look at this. Look at him. Would you be able to help yourself and not goon to that? I mean, look at that. That thing could probably give the best fucking head in the world, and you can get ectoplasm on your dick. Brother, that would be lovely. And then this guy's just like a cuck, and he's watching. I made this in like 2 minutes. I literally made this in 2 minutes, and I'm surprised this video did so good. It literally just got to 10,000 views today, and I made a post about it. But yeah, I think this is so simple. Sometimes a thumbnail can be super complex, or it can be super simple, and you gotta find a nice balance. Like here, I like this one too. This face is horrifying. Let's see another one. This one's not bad. Good CTR. Doug Walker coming into the mouth. It's a little complex, and it's like should have been cropped a little bit tighter. I love the IGN one. This one was like just IGN new review for hire, just the title and mess with faces. Messing with faces is just fun. Just if it's funny, make it look funny. This one is probably one of the worst ones I did. It's very simple. Age 3 for the final of the trilogy of that one. This one's coming out. I've got 2 videos of ghosts, and they're either jacking off to a ghost or getting sucked and fucked by a ghost. So maybe this will have to go into like a separate series of like a bunch of ghost hunters getting fucked and sucked by ghosts. What else? This one, This one I think is one of the worst YTPs I made. Board James YTP, it's on the list. I've always wanted to make a Board James. I want to make a Board James YTP. I want to make a Bullshit Man, the Bullshit Man YTP. Nostalgia Critic, another JonTron's on the list. More commercial YTPs. I want to do, the 2000s YTP that I did was just commercials that I might have remembered when I was a kid, but now I want to go back to like the 90s and then the 80s commercials. I'm like keep going back maybe to the 50s and do commercials on those. What other ones do I have planned? I want to do an irate gamer, like an actual irate gamer one.
Your ass. It was meant to be a fan.
Look at that fucking booty.
Let's go.
All right. What were we doing? I completely forgot. Okay, so that's done. Let's continue on with what he was saying here. Thank you. I can't even believe I got to fucking 600. It's insane. I got to like 120 when I did my streaming channel. In like a year. And it hasn't even been half a year. And like, holy shit. 602. That's in fucking sin. I can't believe it. I really just honestly can't fucking believe that I would ever get past like even 300. When I hit 500, I was like, holy shit, because 500 is one of the goals to get to the first memberships, and I'm thinking about doing memberships. I've already asked if you would pay, how much would you guys be wanting to pay, the perks that you guys would want, and I'm still finalizing on it. I'm trying to give a good, fair thing, because I didn't even expect to be able to get paid at all, or even having the possibility of being able to be paid. And then in 1,000, then 500 watch hours, and then and at 1,000 subscribers, I can maybe monetize. I mean, probably most of my videos won't be monetized because they're a little naughty, and they're also sometimes they get copyright a little bit. Like some of these got copyright a couple of times. I think that's a song that's from Michael Rosen, but he lets you use, his footage. It's public use, but he just has a copyright. This one actually got copyright by his video, but it doesn't do anything to it. But he might take some of the money, which, I mean, hey, I used your video, and if I make some money and you make some money, it's a win-win, honestly. I'm not mad if AVGen makes money off of my content, as long as I get a piece,
Your ass.
3.63k subs. Let me see your channel. DDZ. Oh, not the Rabbids. Is that you? Oh, yeah, that's you. Yeah, that's you. 3.63. It's definitely, you've got enough sub. It's definitely, let's see. It's the length. Yeah. Since you've got definitely enough subscribers, I bet most of them maybe come from shorts. Let's see your most popular video. Holy shit! You have a short that has 1.4 million views? 1.4 million views! Holy crap, man. That's insane. But yeah, if you want to get monetized, all you have to do is focus on making longer videos. So I would make a YTP, like I would start 3 minutes and then try and get to 5 minutes if you can. Like, just definitely find like longer videos. Also, fucking sick ass guitar. Is that your guitar? It's sick. Is that a? I can't tell. But nice fucking pickups. I want pickups like that on mine. I don't know how that happened. It was like 4 years ago or so. Yeah, some shorts just blow up and go crazy. I haven't had any like that. The most popular short I have, let's see, I think it's like almost 10,000 views. Yeah, 9,000. There is a goal for making money. If you get to like 10 million fucking views or millions on shorts views, but it's like it's literally just focus on watch hours. It's way easier of a goal. But yeah. Your ass. Okay, let's get back to work. How much have I done today? So it was about like 56. 52. No. I'm having fun. Maybe I'll even finish it today.
It was meant to be a family game, but most kids.
Wait, let's go to the power pad after this. Can I do anything with the piano?
If I could figure this shit out. You might be thinking, wow, Nintendo had a piano? Well, yeah, Nintendo had everything.
I don't think there's any jokes I could do that involve ass and piano. Those two things are pretty far away from each other. Yo, what's up, Kip?
Now let's look at the miracle piano.
Lord, that
it's
was
a miracle
grand.
if I could figure this shit out. You might be thinking, wow. Now let's look at the miracle piano. It's a miracle if I could figure this shit out. You might be thinking, wow, Nintendo had a piano? Well, yeah, Nintendo had everything, but it was also available on other game consoles and home computers. It's got one game, which is basically...
I don't think so. Let's just skip to the power pad. Oh yeah, I gotta turn that back on. Yeah. That shit. I would love to have a second monitor and make editing so much easier, because then I could just go over here and then drag like anything into the media pool. Because I can't just like download something into the media pool. There's probably a way to do it, but I can't be fucked.
Next we have the power pad. Power
pap.
Next we have the power pad.
App. Shit, I didn't mean to do that. Reverse. I need a lot more hours to get membership. I was on 4K subs a few years ago, and I've fallen off since then. Yeah. Biggest things that I could say if you're trying to start a channel, upload daily or upload weekly. One video a week, maybe some shorts. I used to do a short every other day. Now I do shorts every 3 days. That gives each short time to breathe, and YouTube's starting to push them out more. Sometimes they don't even push out shorts.
Have the power pad. You lay it on the floor, kind of like...
Upload daily, find a specific niche. So if you want to just do YTPs, only do YTPs. Don't be like, I'll do a YTP, and then I'll do like I don't know, gaming, and then I'll upload a gaming video. Sticking to one specific niche is always going to be better than branching out and doing many things. Um, I've only focused on making YTPs, and I've got some pretty goddamn great growth. Because then everybody just expects, yeah, he's gonna do a YTP. He always uploads YTPs. I'm not gonna like upload a vlog randomly one day. And if you like get big enough to want to do like another content, I would just say start another channel. And if that gets monetized, you can have the same, you can get the same payout onto the same account.
Let's pop in good old world.
I was trying to get making YTP MVs. Yeah, music videos. I can't make. So I play guitar. I love fucking guitar, which is why I was like kick-ass guitar. But I can't make any songs. I tried doing one in the Ghostbusters one, and it was pretty shit. Honestly, I might try again sometime. Vegas Pro 14. I tried to do Vegas Pro, but that costs money, and I was trying to acquire it by other means, if you know what I mean. And I was like, I don't want to give myself a virus, so I went with DaVinci. Vegas 14 is definitely better. It's got more capability and more stuff. I use it to upload videos about the same thing as top as the short. Yeah, sticking to one specific niche is always going to do better than just doing a bunch of stuff. You can watch vidIQ. They do a bunch of. I use their tool. This guy, British guy. Some of the stuff is really good. Some of it I really don't. That doesn't affect you at all. Yeah, so I'd say if you got Vegas Pro and you're proficient in it, I would just say stick with Vegas Pro. You could probably do more because DaVinci's not. If you don't want to get everything on DaVinci, it's not free. And I think on Vegas Pro you can do liquify in video. I can't liquify in video. It costs money. See, if I go to effects or filters and scroll down to, I think it's at the very bottom. Yeah, transform. I can't use that. Lens distortion, I can't use that. Warper, can't use that. So if you want to make funny faces, I'd say stick with that. There's a cat in my closet.
You laid on the floor.
So if I want to make a funny face, I will go to the free tool that I just found, liquify, and then I can just, mess with this and then just have it be framed or freeze framed into the video for like 2 seconds max. But I can't like do a live thing. So I couldn't like, if I wanted to mess with his face or make his ass more larger and then shrink, I can't do that unless I want to animate it, and then that takes a lot of effort. I did that in the Batman, AVGN Batman YTPs, when the Joker's getting a bunch of shit put up his ass.
You laid on the floor, kind of like Twister. Let's pop in good old world-class track meet and have a race. Jump hurdle in good old world-class track meet. Have a race. Jump hurdles and do the long jump or triple jump. The present-day equivalent of the Power Pad is Dance Dance Revolution, and there will also be a version on the Wii.
Oh, remember back when the Wii was new? I was also using WMM 2014. I have never heard of WM 2014. WWM 2014. Is that an editing software? Oh, WMM. Windows Movie Maker. This is what I was using before. I think. This is what I was using before, and it was horrible. I mean, it wasn't bad. It's good enough for a free software, and, if you don't have anything else. But just get DaVinci. It's better. If you have a computer and you can run DaVinci, use DaVinci. Also, DaVinci has transcript. Transcript. I think it's paid. I think because I was trying to figure out how to do subtitles better, because the subtitle thing on YouTube is really fucking bad. It's horrible. It's so finicky, and it takes me like another hour, 2 hours just to get like a minute of or finish like a 3 minute video. So I've got this one's subtitles done. I do that as soon as I upload too. But you have to do everything fucking manually, and
My name is Chris Bohr, and I'm one of the leading Go communicators.
and like each thing you have to press pause, but if you press shift and pause when you're trying to put a pause in there, it'll start the video and then it won't stop it. It's just a pain in the arse. There's some free softwares that will do only up to like 2 minutes of video. So if I had a 2-minute YTP, I could have done that and then done like the last 10 seconds. But it's kind of not very accurate, and it uses AI and shit. So
Next, we have the power pad. You lay it on the floor. You lay it on the floor, kind of like Twister. Let's pop in good old work. You lay it on the floor.
Floor, just right before that.
Power pad. You lay it on the floor.
Okay, let's get to him. Get to him dancing. Does it look right at the camera? Yeah, okay. So let's do this is the power pad. I don't have the power pad. I do have my own retro game collection. I've got every single Nintendo console, and I've got the NES Zapper, but I don't have. That's the only accessory I've got. Okay, I'm not gonna use that. You can get rid of that. That is gonna get used, definitely.
Next, we have the power pad. You lay it on the.
And it still says pad. Let's get rid of that.
You lay it on the floor.
You lay it on the floor. Let's get the floor just a tiny bit in.
You lay it on the floor.
Just a tiny bit.
Floor.
Let's just make that really fast. I'm doing great. I'm doing fantastic. Tomorrow's a huge day for me. Sadly, it is my birthday tomorrow. I am in fear. You might be wondering why. And it's because I don't want to get old. I hate getting old, and I hate being old. I don't want any of you to wish me a birthday because I hate my birthdays and I hate how much attention I get. But tomorrow, I'm very excited for. I get my very first tattoo. I'm very excited for that. It's a 3-hour session, and it's right on my right boob. I'm looking forward to that. It is Majora's Mask. It's my absolute favorite game. Majora's Mask. It's this or that. That's going right on my boob. I'm very excited. I'm a little worried, but I'm very excited. I've heard it's painful. My dad's got so many fucking tattoos. He's probably got more than 20 tattoos on his arms and legs. But you know, I've been through some pretty bad dental procedures. I think I'll be fine.
We have the power pad. You lay it on the floor.
Okay, let's make this really fast. Move that. Let's just get that, and then let's make that like 500%. And then we can have that go up and down and up and down. But yeah, I'm very excited for it. Majora's Mask is my favorite game. I already have kind of my second one planned out. I'm a huge Resident Evil fan, and I want to get one of those. DaVinci is opening it, finally downloaded. Alright, go make your first one. When is your first YTP gonna be on? to there.
Or
You have Donkey Kong and the bongos? I do not. I do not have the Donkey Kong bongos. I'm pretty sure that's for the GameCube, right? GameCube or Wii? I have to take a picture. I'll have to send you guys a picture of my collection because it is quite vast. I have every single Legend of Zelda game. I've got every single Nintendo console, including Game Boy and DS and 3DS and all that shit. It's probably my second most no, it's definitely my first most expensive hobby. My second being guitar. I've bought 3 guitars and I've got 2 amps. 3 amps now, I guess. Yeah, 3 amps. I'll make one on the Tiger games and maybe I have a few AVN videos downloaded. Yeah, Tiger games. I've wanted to do Tiger Games 2. That's on my list. It's not high up there, but it's there. GameCube, 2 bongos because it's your favorite game. Is it like a Dance Dance Revolution kind of game? I'd love to get Destiny 2 tattoo. It's not for everyone's favorite game, but it's helped me a lot. Destiny 2, let's see. Is it on? You're all going to see my Steam library, so prepare. Destiny, I think I played like an hour of Destiny 2. Or I tried. I played 20 minutes. Yeah, I think I tried playing Destiny 2, but it kept crashing. This was on my 2020 was when I had a PC laptop that was not powerful at all. But yeah, y'all take a gander at my lovely Steam library. This is probably like where I've spent most of my fucking money. Fallout has an update. What? Fallout 4. 6,000 hours in. I've got about that much on Kerbal Space Program. That's this on Steam for Kerbal Space Program, but I have a second install of Kerbal Space Program. One's modded for stock, one's modded for real solar systems, so it's like realistic physics and real parts from space programs and shit. I've got some pictures of shit of missions I've done. Only that. I haven't played it in a fat minute because I've been on Subnautica. I've been playing Subnautica because I played 2 with my friend a while ago, and then I was like, you know what? It's been a couple years since I played Subnautica 1, and I went back and I played it, and it's pretty damn good. Resident Evil, Requiem. I've played this like 3 times already through. I played the fuck out of Resident Evil 2 when it came out. Stardew Valley, got a good chunk. Terraria, huge Terraria fan. Haven't played it in a while since the last update. Mouse PI, fucking loved Mouse PI when that fucking came out. I can't believe IGN said shit. Cuphead, Fallout. I haven't played Fallout 3 in a while, and I haven't played much. But Fallout New Vegas, fucking love Fallout New Vegas. Half-Life. I loved the Indiana Jones game. I loved the Indiana Jones game. I can't believe, it was so good. TF2. I haven't played TF2 in a fat minute. I played TF2 with my friend Gabe occasionally. How many hours do I have on TF2? I can't even do Team Fortress. What the fuck? Made me find it. If I find it, I'll look at it. Mass PI, Papers, Please, Peggle. Any Peggle fans out there? I've played a day's worth of Peggle. Skyrim's good. Fucking love Skyrim. I can't wait for the 6th one. Whenever the fuck that comes out. Peggle Knights, Poker Night in the Inventory. The new one that just came out. Pretty good. Silent Hill 2. I think I'd much rather play the PS2 version of Silent Hill 2. I tried playing this. I also got just kind of annoyed because my controller that I was used to playing it is kind of buggy and it just keeps disconnecting a lot. Gary's Mod, surprisingly, my friends have played a lot of Gary's Mod, but when they were playing Gary's Mod, I had a Mac and you can't play Gary's Mod on a Mac, I think. So I didn't play a lot of Gary's Mod, but I did play when I had my Mac a lot of Unturned with them because it was free. Undertale. I haven't played Deltarune. It's on the list. How many hours? 36 hours of Undertale. What else? Witcher 3, I need to play. I got that, and I've only played an hour of it. I need to play it. Same with the controller. I've been hoping for one day to get a Steam controller. Oh, yeah, Steam controller. I've got a Steam Deck, and it's fucking lovely. I just play that shit in my bed, and it's, like, nice. I don't have to sit up at a computer. It's lovely. I can take it on trips. I've got just a regular PS5 controller, but ever since Silksong came out, I might have slammed it on my desk a few. I've got only a terabyte of space on my PC. But I love PS5 controllers. It's perfect. I love those. Favorite video game of all time, without a doubt, is Majora's Mask. I'm getting the tattoo of it. All right, since there's so many people here, how about we just do? Do you guys want to see a tier list? You guys want to see me do any tier lists or something like that? Since I'm just completely scatterbrained. I've gotten a good amount of YTP done for today, and there's so many people here. Would you guys like to see me do some like tier lists or something like that? See my opinions on stuff. What else? Valley, bit personal, but what is your Steam public so I can add you at some point? Sure. There's this. It's got a picture of Gay Ben with a tit mouse pad. There's that. 250 gigabytes and only 8 gigabytes of space after DaVinci. I'd like to see a tier list. If you got, y'all recommend me any tier list, I'll do a Zelda tier list, Resident Evil tier list, any tier list you want me to see, just comment and I'll look it up. I think my all-time highest game would be Minecraft. I played a shit ton of Minecraft on the Xbox 360. That was like my first console I had. I still have my Xbox 360. It is dusty though. Tier list of every PS1 game. I can do every PS1 game that I've played, which is going to be Crash Bandicoot, Spyro, and the Resident Evil, and those are the only ones that are going to be on the top. Gem profile picture alert, yeah. Yeah, I found this just randomly. I was like, you know what? That is going to be my Steam profile picture of Gay Ben. What the fuck? I haven't played. Last played on May 23rd. I haven't played it on May. I didn't play it on May 23rd. Shit, yeah. Rate Nintendo consoles? Alright, let's go do some tier lists since there's so many people here. Alright, tier list. Is there like a tierlist.com? Tier lists are like so2022.com. Tier maker, that's right. Tier maker. Alright. Let's see. Nintendo. Let's do consoles. Where's the search? Nintendo. Should show up. Nintendo console. Let's do console. Okay. Nintendo console. Nintendo all consoles. Okay, here we go. Game Boy. I played a lot of Game Boy games when I was a kid. It was one of my first consoles. It was either the GameCube or the Game Boy. If it was the Game Boy, then it would have been the Game Boy Color. No, it would have been the Game Boy Advanced. I think. No, it was the SP. It was the SP. It was my first console, I believe. What the fuck is that? Tamagotchi looking ass. So Game Boy. What the fuck? There's two Game Boys. There's like an anti-Game Boy. I'm just gonna do this. Oh, I think that might have been like the Game Boy Pocket. This might be the Game Boy Pocket. I actually don't have a Game Boy Pocket. I do have a Game Boy Color, a Game Boy Advance, and a Game Boy Advance SP. But I don't have a Game Boy Pocket. I think this is the Pocket, which is just a Game Boy but slimmer. So I think that gets a C, since I didn't really play it. 3DS, fucking S tier. 3DS was my console that I had. I played the fuck out of it. I have two. I have my old one and a new one that I've jailbroken. Switch is A. It's got Breath of the Wild. I played the fuck out of Breath of the Wild. It was my favorite console that I had. It was the most happiest I had ever been for Christmas. I got it for Christmas in 2017. But it's not like as good. I don't think the games are nearly as good as like GameCube is. I think GameCube is S tier for me. This is 3DS too. I'm just gonna put new 3DS in the same thing. All the DS are S tier. Game Boy or Lite is getting A. It's just gonna be in the same class. So 2DS gonna be the same. XL. This is just DS in general. DS in general. Game Boy Color. Game Boy Color had really most of the games for the Game Boy Color were just on the Game Boy originally, but they just made it color. It had I guess Pokemon Silver and Gold, and those were good. I played the shit ton of Pokemon Gold. I'll put this in A. Game & Watch. Fucking probably C. This also goes up here. That goes what? I thought that was over. No. Game Boy Pocket. Same. What the fuck? Maybe. I don't even know. What the hell is going on? Switch 2? Or no, this is Switch OLED. This is Switch OLED, so this is fine. NES. NES is A. Or no, no, NES is A. NES is A because I haven't gone back to play a bunch of the consoles. Or a bunch of the games. I've got a good chunk of them. But I don't go back and play it a lot. Game Boy. Game Boy goes in B. I don't know what these are. GameCube, S tier. Of course. Game Boy Light, that is true. It could be a Game Boy Light. So I'll bump these up to B. SP. Fucking epic. That'll go up. Advanced will also come up here. Oh, Game Boy Micro. Fucking. I'm gonna put my Game Boy Micro in D because it can't play Game Boy. I don't think it can play Game Boy Color and Game Boy games. It can only play Game Boy Advance games. And it's so fucking expensive to get on eBay. Wii's S tier. Wii's B tier. I was going to put in S tier because I played a lot as a kid. But we didn't have epic Zelda games. The only good game I can think of that the Wii had was Wii Sports, the Mario Galaxy games. And that's really it. I don't think there's anything else really. I gotta change the title of the stream. Cause this is no longer YTP editing. Tier lists and stuff, I guess. Well, save that. Okay. Cool. The Color TV game 16. Is that on here? Oh, it is right here. This is a Pong console, right? I know this. Joined right as he changing the name. Well, I'm sorry if you came here for YTP editing. I'm gotten sidetracked and now we're just talking about stuff. It's now a more personal stream. I don't have this. I've never played it. I don't think I ever will play this. So I'll put that in D. Nintendo 64, very fucking top S tier. Holy shit, is the fucking Nintendo 64 stacked. You've got Super Mario 64, Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, GoldenEye, original Super Smash Brothers, Pokemon Stadium. It's just stacked. Star Fox 64. Stacked. Paper Mario. So many fucking good games. 2DS will also go up here. The DS. So many fucking DS consoles. Good lord. What is this? Do any of you know what this is? I don't know. This looks like an off-brand... like the off-brand controller company. Big Cats or whatever they're called. I don't know what that is, so it's gonna get put in D. Switch 2, also getting put in fucking D tier. It's too expensive. There's no fucking games for it yet. I don't have one. I don't think I'm going to get one unless the price ever fucking comes down, except for it's going up to $550. I don't know what this is too. It's like a Tamagotchi-like thing. DS goes in here. Wii U, I never got a Wii U. Fake-ass Dreamcast-looking controller. Yeah, I don't know what this is. maybe let's look up and see on like Wikipedia. Nintendo console. Charlie, are you freaking out? Charlie, come here. Come here. Do you want to say hi to the people? Come here. Give him a good meow. Give him a good meow. There you go. I don't know if any of you heard that. That was my pet cat, Charlie. Let's see. Okay, we've seen that. Nintendo, Super Nintendo, Nintendo 64, GameCube, Wii, Wii U, Game & Watch, Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance. Pokemon Mini. 8-bit handheld game console design. Small interchangeable cartridges produced by Nintendo weighing in just under 2.5 ounces, 71 grams. It's also Nintendo's cheapest console, $45, $82 today. Came bundled with Pokemon Party Mini in 2001. November 2001. Not a very good time. Available for purchase at the Pokemon Center via website in 2001. Released in Japan, December. It launched in the North America before Japan. That's interesting. Usually it's the other way around, featuring Pokemon Mini. Real-time clock, infrared port. What the fuck? Multiplayer gaming. So is it just like super mini Game Boy? Or is it like just for Pokemon or something like a Tamagotchi Pokemon? DS, 3DS, Virtual Boy, ass. Switch 2. It doesn't show the fucking weird thing. It's not here, so I'm not even gonna rate it. It's fake. That's ass. That goes up here too. And Super Nintendo. Holy fuck, is also the Super Nintendo stacked. Link to the Past, Super Mario World, Super Metroid, Star Fox, the Kirby, like the best Kirby games on there. Chrono Trigger, a bunch of fucking epic RPGs. Final Fantasy 6/3, the IQ. It's called the IQ. IQ Player. Developer, Nintendo manufactured by IQ. It's a 5th generation console in 2003. Alright, see ya. $16 megabytes, 100 milligrams per second. Games. Dr. Mario. What? Are you... What? Dr. Mario, Ocarina of Time, Star Fox 64. It's just like... Is it... Everything is in the controller, so is it just a... Due to widespread black market for the video games in China, where consumers often purchase pirated cartridges and download the game files, constantly, Nintendo positioned the IQ player as a secure, relatively affordable official alternative to circumvent a 2000 ban by the Ministry of Culture on the sale of traditional video game consoles. Is this only like released in China? It's a Chinese Nintendo 64. Just so they could actually play the games. Well, this is probably... So China didn't get the Nintendo 64. Everything is on the fucking IQ. So over there, they're just like, yo, I love the IQ. Instead of the Nintendo 64. I mean, it's stacked. Oh, they never released Majora's Mask. Boo. That would have been based. They got Animal Crossing. Super Smash Brothers, Excite Bike 64, Sin Punishment, Paper Mario Yoshi Story, F-Zero X, Mario 64, Wave Race 64, Super Mario 64, Star Fox 64, Ocarina of Time, and Dr. Mario. That's interesting. Well, now that I know that, I think it's gonna go up here because that's for... They never got the Nintendo 64, I guess. So there you go. There's the official list. Pretty much DS, GameCube, this goes up here. And that goes there. And that goes there. DS is like lower S tier. Nintendo 64 is tip top. It's got my favorite game. You had to go to the stores with the memory cards and download the memory cards. They did something like that for the Famicom with their disc system, the Famicom disc system, where you can rent out the games by just bringing a disc and having it written. Yeah. What else do you guys want me to do? Do you want me to do another one, another tier list? Go back to, I can do Zelda games, Metroid games, Resident Evil. You can see my Zelda tier list. I haven't done the Zelda tier list in a fat minute. And I need to replay. I've played most Zelda games. Like, pretty much every single one. I feel that NES should be higher. Where did I put it? I put it at A. I think NES is better than... I think it's better than the Game Boy Color. I think the Game Boy should be here and then instead of that. Because the Game Boy Color didn't have a lot of specific games. What music do I like? I am very... Let's look at my... You guys can look at my Spotify. I don't care. Just take it. There's too much. I'm very old-fashioned in my music taste. Let's see. A lot. I branch off from like 90s all the way down to like 40s and 50s music. Temptations, Jefferson Starship, AC/DC, Ramones, Beastie Boys, Devo, Poison, Metallica, huge Metallica, and huge metal fan in general. I love metal. That's why I got a guitar and why I play guitar. Styx, Metallica, Romantic, Styx, Culture Club, ABBA, Beach Boys, Van Halen, Fleetwood Mac, Queen, Van Halen, Iron Maiden. These are like just because of Fallout. Definitely because of Fallout. Twisted Sister, Steve Miller Band. I've got a lot of Black Sabbath on my other one. This is before I like put a lot of Black Sabbath on here. Tool. Rush. Just a bunch of 80s, 70s. Metallica, Iron Maiden, Black Sabbath. Black Sabbath is my favorite, without a fucking doubt, is Black Sabbath. Dio is really good. Alice Cooper, Pink Floyd, a decent amount of Pink Floyd. Rush, I think I already said that. There's some Black Sabbath, but I put a lot more of Black Sabbath. Genesis, Phil Collins, I love Phil Collins. Billy Joel, fucking love Billy Joel. Pretty much every single Billy Joel song is on here. I have a old but huge array of music taste. I'm not a huge fan of newer stuff. Like, I'm not a huge fan of rap. It's just not my thing. I grew up listening to a lot of Eminem and Beyonce and stuff like that. Because my dad loves stuff like that, but I just never got it. Let's do a Zelda. Let's do Zelda. Zelda time. Or, bosses? No. Zelda bosses. Zelda games. What the fuck? Can I just get all... There we go. All Zelda games? This is not all Zelda games. There's way more than this. Take on Ween? I think I've... Ween. Oh, Ocean Man. Okay. No, that's... Oh, that's the Moss. That's from the... I've heard this. Everyone's heard this. Weezer. Favorite artist? Yes, but you never... Right, so my favorite band is Weezer, but my favorite artist... Not band, just single artist, or is it a band? If you like Metallica, play on guitar. Ween, I don't know much about Ween. This is the only thing I know about Ween is Ocean Man. Listen to Back to Basin. If you haven't, high key. Back to Basin. I'll put it on my list. Back to Basin. 2015. Oh no. Is it? Just released on that. Okay, I'll put that on my list later. I'll probably get copyright struck if I listen to it on YouTube. God, fucking YouTube. You guys are fucking arseholes. Your video player would be blocked after 2 videos. Single artist. When was this? Is this artist still creating today, or have they fallen off? While you do that, let me find if I can see all Zelda games. Because that is not... There's no way that's all Zelda games. There you go. What? Why is Animal Crossing in here? Or contains Zelda-related items and characters. Well, I guess then they've done their duty. So I'll do this one, but I just won't rate these. Do they have Zelda? Okay, they've got the CDI games. Zelda. Let's just start with the first one. This one, first one, I mean, it has to at least go in A. It has to go in A. It started everything. I've played it a couple times. I haven't done the second quest, but I've played 1 and 2. I've played pretty much all of them, except for the CDI games and a couple of the spin-offs. Zelda, I'm not even going to rate that. The difference of the guitar one. Started in 83, managed to stay relevant for 4 decades, but hasn't made an album in the last 12 years. 83, single artist in 83. What kind of genre? Is it rock? Is it metal? Is it pop? I'm not going to rate that either. Not that. Zelda 2, this one's very controversial. A lot of people don't like this, but a lot of people think it's fine. And I fall under the camp that I think it's fine. It's got some problems. You played Zelda CDI, and it was shit. I wanted to, and you can play it on an emulator. If I get to 1,000 subscribers, or maybe even more, I might want to move it to more. But I will play the Zelda CDI games on stream. I've wanted to play them. I have never played them. There would have to be enough people to watch for me to make it worth playing. And I would just play it in and I wouldn't stop. I'd try and beat it in a day or 2 days, and I just wouldn't sleep. I would just try and power through. Mostly rock. Various mostly rock single artist, so it's not a band. Single artist. I don't know a lot of just single artists. You played it at some computer museum? They have computer museums? Is it the one I know there's kind of one in Texas. I've never heard of a computer museum that would have Zelda CDI. It didn't have Morshu. Then why would you play it? He's the best character. God, I really can't think of any single artists starting in 83 that play mostly rock and stayed relevant for 4 decades. Northwest Computer Museum. Northwest Computer Museum. I'm guessing not in the UK. I'm guessing in Vancouver. This one? Northwest Computers. I don't think it's that. Oh, fucking it just auto-corrected. Computer Museum. Is it the one in the UK? It's in the UK? Interesting. Let's just do that then. British. Whoa! Holy shit! Look at the fucking website. I just assumed because most of my audience is mostly like 50% American and like 10% Canadian. Well, they're closing early on the 30th. Look at this kick-ass fucking museum. Our website. £8, £5 for children. Annual membership. 4th floor, Sprinters Mill, Park Lane Lay. Historic. This is fucking insane. I'm American, but I want to be in Canada. So fucking true. I've been to Canada. It's the only other country I've been to. I went to Washington to see Metallica play for my 18th birthday. And a bunch of other cool things that we went to. They got a Patreon. And we went to Canada because it's right there. Seattle is like, you can take a 3-hour boat trip to Vancouver. Or Victoria, Canada is where we went to. And it was fucking nice there. I almost got my first tattoo in Canada, but I couldn't. Look at this. They got Kermit the fucking Frog there, brother. Look at these old computers. I want to have an Amiga or like a Commodore like that, but they're fucking expensive. So they have a Philips CDI there, or Philips related? Commodore's ZX Spectrum Aquarius. I've never even heard of the Aquarius. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Let's look at this. Oh, okay. Gallery. Here we go. Gallery. An Atari something. God, look at all those computers. Okay, they've got Xbox. I think that's the 360. PS2. Dreamcast. A Dreamcast is on my list. I've got a Genesis. It's the only Sega game. Nintendo 64, PS1. That's an Atari Jaguar. Holy shit. Commodore 64. Where is it? Where is it? There's an Atari 2600 Jaguar. It's hiding. Doesn't want to show itself. Amstrad. Oh, arcade cabinets. I would love to have an arcade. What the fuck? That looks like a Pink Floyd album. God, look at that. This is like computer heaven. Old computer heaven. There's the Genesis. I need to get games for my Genesis. Books. Is it here? Next. No, I don't think so. CDI is a pretty fucking huge console, too. God damn. That's not a computer. Unless it's an Android. Okay, I think we're looping now. Yeah. Only recently? Okay, so maybe they don't have a picture of it yet. Seems like they get good reviews. That looks like a kick-ass fucking place. I'd love to go there. I fucking love museums. Museums are great. Listen to that later. IQ. Alright, Zelda. Back to Zelda. Zelda 1, S tier. I'll put this at upper C. You can't have a computer for a pet, but you can have a pet for a computer. That is right. I've heard that before. Link to the Past, fucking yeah. There's just a Japanese. Link's Awakening, fucking yeah. I think it's better than Zelda 1, but it's not as good as Link to the Past. DX, it's just the same thing, just in color. Link's Awakening, on Switch, the remake. I liked it. I liked it a lot. I actually beat this version. I didn't beat that version. I really like the art style. Fucking art style is great. Ocarina of Time. It beats Link to the Past. I've beaten Link to the Past twice. I've beaten this like 4 times. I beat this on stream when I streamed, and I also did Majora's Mask too. Same thing with 3D. It's pretty much just the same game. Another hint: he has 14 albums. I'm focused on 3 separate things. 14 albums. It's a man in the 80s. 14 albums. I think Billy Joe was earlier. Hawaii shirts. God, that would have given it. I don't know. Just tell me. I'm focusing on this now. I'm too scatterbrained. I might not even know it. Probably I don't. Hawaii shirts. Just let me add it. Cause I have no fucking clue. Oh, duh! Fucking Weird Al! No fucking shit! I'm a dumbass. Hawaiian shirts, they should have given it away. Oh my god, Weird Al, duh! Oh my god, what a fucking... I'm a dumbass. I should have been able to guess Weird Al. In the 80s, Hawaiian shirts, and... yeah. Duh. I listened to a lot of Weird Al. My dad loved Weird Al. Growing up. Weird Al is like a YTP of... music. That's just that. Majora's Mask beats Ocarina of Time for me. I fucking love Majora's Mask. Same thing with that. Actually, this version of Ocarina of Time is better than the original in my opinion, but the old version of Majora's Mask demolishes the new version of Majora's Mask, the 3DS version. Because they changed a fucking lot, and they ruined it. A lot of the bosses and shit. They made it easier, and they made it just horrible. They changed a lot of, like, the character movements and stuff. Oracle of Seasons. I've beaten Oracle of Seasons. I didn't enjoy it as much as Link's Awakening. But I liked it enough. Ages, I got mostly through. I never beated it, though. I would go to a Weird Al concert. I think he did one in Utah, which is where I'm from, a couple of years ago. But I've seen Metallica, Ice Nine Kills. I don't care for Ice Nine Kills. They're cool. It's just not my kind of music. Five Finger Death Punch, Styx, Loverboy, Aria Speedwagon, and those are the only bands I've seen in person. Four Swords. I've never played Four Swords. It's a multiplayer game. It's the only game that I don't have. I'm pretty sure. It's a bit expensive. I think it's like more than $100 maybe on eBay. I'll put it below there because I haven't played it. Four Swords. Is it a port of Four Swords, the one that's on the DS? I'll put it in the same thing because I played the free demo version. Wind Waker. I have played Wind Waker all through so many times. I haven't beaten it, but I've gotten so goddamn close. I love the game. It's great. I don't love it as much as Ocarina of Time. I don't love it as much as Link to the Past. I don't love it as much as Link's Awakening. But I love it more than the original Zelda. I think I'm going to bump original Zelda down to there. I'm glad the stream's going good. When I'm talking about shit that I like and I'm not playing a game and I can focus and actually talk to you guys, it makes the stream go so much better. When I did streams, like when I played Resident Evil 4, the remake, when nobody would tune in, it was just so fucking boring, and I was just playing the game and talking to myself. Wind Waker's your favorite? I'm not shitting on it. It's a good game. I like Wind Waker. It's got the S tier. I'll have to reshuffle this, but I've played through it a few times and I've never been able to beat it. Not because it's hard, it's just because I get busy with other stuff. I fucking love Twilight Princess. I love Twilight Princess. I don't like it as much as Ocarina of Time because I haven't played it, but I like it more than Link to the Past because Midna in Twilight Princess is the only good fucking like accompany character. I'm trying to replay this. It just also got like a fan remake or whatever. I love Twilight Princess. Love Twilight Princess. Not as good as Ocarina of Time and not as good as Majora's Mask, but I think it's my third favorite game. Let's see. Wind Waker. Oh, this is Wind Waker HD. I'll just put the original. I'm not gonna rate HD. God damn it. Close the damn door. Let's see. Minish Cap, I have played a bit. What about the Wii port of... That's how I originally played it, was the Wii port. I didn't even know there was a GameCube version when I played the Wii port originally. And it's a bit gimmicky with the motion controls, but honestly, the parts where you have to use the grappling hook and stuff, I like that more with the motion controls. I'm replaying it on my Steam Deck on Dolphin as the GameCube version. And I've gotten just to the first dungeon. The only problem that I really hate about Twilight Princess is the beginning is so fucking boring and bad. It's so boring. The first temple sucks dick. But as soon as you get past it, the later... Even the fucking water temple is so much better than the fucking forest temple thing. As soon as you're out of the first area and you're in Hyrule Field, it's so much better. Want to play the GameCube games? Yeah, get a GameCube, or get a GameCube controller. Just get a memory card and play it on your Wii. That's a good way. I've got both a GameCube and a Wii, just because I wanted a GameCube, so I could say I have every console. Minish Cap. Yeah, that's right. We were on Minish Cap. I've played to like the second dungeon. I need to play Minish Cap, but what I played, I really enjoyed it. I think I liked it more than that. I'll get rid of this because I put Link's Awakening there, and I'm not going to do the remakes, except for these ones, because they actually matter. Rate Donkey Konga? I've never played it! I'll have to play Donkey Konga. Which means I'll have to, like, figure out, maybe I can emulate it on using the keyboard. Or remake the part. Phantom Hourglass. I have both of these games. I have not played either of them. Phantom Hourglass, I know, is better than Spirit Tracks. Spirit Tracks, I think, gets a C from me. Phantom Hourglass is actually good. Spirit Tracks, I've heard, is not good. And from the amount I've seen a good chunk of people play Phantom Hourglass, and it looked fun. Oh boy. This one. Skyward Sword. GameCube Dude was linked to someone bad? What did GameCube Dude do? The only thing that I can think of with GameCube Dude is the Nintendo Shitcube guy, where he calls this Nintendo GameCube a Shitcube. And I got that in one of my YTPs, because that's so fucking funny. Gosh. Skyward Sword. I've never beat this one too. I've gotten very close. I've gotten to the final boss, and sometimes I'll get to the final boss of a game and I'll just stop playing it. Because I'm just like, yeah, I experienced most of the game. I don't need to beat it. I played originally on the Wii, and I like the motion controls mostly. I thought they're really cool when I first got them. I was like, cool. Is the GameCube guy the dude who used to do SML reaction videos? I don't know, but he got canceled. Let's look this up. GameCube Dude. GameCube Dude. Jesus Christ, I can't type. GameCube dude, Wikitubia. Citation needed. And cleanup required. 2011 GameCube dude, got a dog. Twitch, Rumble. I have only heard about Twitch and Rumble. I have no fucking clue what these are. Daily uploads. He's active. Luke Noonan from Virginia. Friends, history. Controversies. Here we go. In episode 10 of Mugs and Mics, Luke admitted to having a fake reactions to SML. What the fuck is SML? Super Mario Luigi? SML. What? Is it this? Is it really the is this the Duffy thing? Featuring Jeffy. Jeffy. I think it's Jeffy, not Duffy. Super Mario Logan? Is it Super Mario Logan or is it this? Because I think I remember my cousin watched the shit out of that. Super Mario. I was like, that's a very strange thing to do if he's a GameCube. Mario Logan. It is the same thing. Okay. I'm guessing you started doing this. Oh my gosh. 7.2 on IMDb. Somebody at IMDb sat through all of that and was like, yeah, 7.2. Well, now it's got a 6.4. Adventure. It's adventure themed. I remember my cousin watched a bunch of it. I was too old to watch. I watched, growing up, I watched a shit ton of Jacksepticeye, Chugga Conroy, Gmod. I watched a shit ton of Gmod. Markiplier watched. Basically old YouTubers. I was born in 2006, right when YouTube was starting to become pretty fucking popular. Well, interesting thing to react to. Pretty much anybody that had a reaction channel, I don't care for. Reaction channels are so basic and don't add anything really to the video. You just get to watch the video, make content of it, and don't really have to do anything. Harassment and bullying. Luke was a victim of harassment campaign from toxic SML fans online. Luke was constantly villainized and lied about by hate mobs of kids online who disregarded his personal opinions and criticisms regarding SML and their content. So maybe he was shitting on them too, and a bunch of kids that were watching him weren't very happy about it. There's a leading up deletion of GameCube dude 300 SML crew member in a rage-fueled response to Luke's criticisms of Jeffy led an all-out attack against his channel, urging his followers to attack. Dude, that's horrible. I don't think he got canceled. I think somebody fucking went after him because he was making criticism on something he didn't like, which is fine. It's your opinion. You're entitled to your opinion. Trivia. He is Christian. Cool. And that's the only thing in the trivia. Alright, interesting. Glad we went down that odd rabbit hole. I'm glad I was too old growing up with stuff like that. I'm glad I didn't watch Family Guy when I was a kid. I'm glad I didn't watch that when I was a kid. I'm glad I didn't watch reaction channels. I'm glad I watched what I did when I was growing up. Anyway, back to this Skyward Sword. I like it enough. I don't like it more than Twilight Princess. I like it more than... I don't like it more than Wind Waker. I don't think it's S. I think it's B. I think it's B. B is a fair place to put it. Twilight Princess, Link to the remake. I like this. I played this originally before I played the original one, and I liked it. This is definitely a different enough game. I'll put this behind it, because I like this one more than that. But this isn't different enough for it to warrant being up on the thing. It's like 11 p.m. for you? Oh yeah, you're in UK. I'll probably get off at in 30 minutes or something. I'll finish this up, maybe do a little bit more editing, do another tier list. Triforce Heroes, fucking hated Triforce Heroes. I got this for my birthday or something. I played it. I just didn't get it. It's only good if you have friends, and I had friends, but we didn't hang out a lot, and we didn't hang out in person a lot. We mostly just played games on Steam Online, on Discord, because it was so much fucking easier than meeting up online or in person. And it's just not fun. I didn't care for it at all. Breath of the Wild is definitely S tier. Not better than Ocarina of Time, not better than Majora's Mask. I don't like it more than Twilight Princess, but I loved it the time I played it, and I haven't gone back to play it since 2018. I don't think I'll ever go back and play this, honestly. I love Breath of the Wild. It did so good. Huge, revitalized the fucking franchise, but I just don't have a lot of replayability for it. I love these games because they're so replayable, but this is just like you sink 500 hours into one save file. I do have to leave, going into the movies. Hopefully catch you another one. Another one of your live streams. PS Bugs Bunny birthday BJ. Bugs Bunny birthday BJ. Alright, thank you very much for coming and watching. I really appreciate you guys watching this. What's next? Yeah, Breath of the Wild, that's fair. That's a fair spot. Tears of the Kingdom, I played it. I enjoyed it enough. I like it more than this, but I don't care for it. I didn't like it. I didn't love it. I didn't even like it. It was okay. I beat it, and I was like, you know what? That was a bunch of poop. It was fine while I played it. Good enough distraction, but, I'd much rather of them had, a different kind of game. Because it was pretty much just Breath of the Wild all over again. It literally was just Breath of the Wild again. Echoes of Wisdom. I definitely played this. This is the last Zelda game that has come out. How do I feel about Echoes of Wisdom? I liked it more than Tears of the Kingdom, but I don't think I liked it more than I don't think I liked it more than the Oracles. Because it was a good enough game. There's a lot of other side quests that you can go do, but I really wasn't attached too much to it. It was good enough. I think I liked it more than Tears of the Kingdom. It was a new thing. It was them doing their own thing, and it was good enough for what it was supposed to be. I think that's all of the main ones, except for, I guess, there's Hyrule Warriors, which I played it once at a Best Buy or a GameStop, and for the demo, and I don't care for it. Cadence of Hyrule, I definitely need to play that. I know it's not, a Zelda game per se, but it's related. And then these, I haven't played these. I'm not gonna rate these. Tingo's Rosy Roopland, I actually did play, and I love this game. I actually like this game. I played it a bit. Posted a game collection on my channel if you want to check it out. I'm organizing stuff right now, though. I'll have to check that out. I'll definitely, if I get more people that actually tune in for stuff like this, talks where I talk about old retro stuff, I'll definitely post a picture of my setup. But I'm not just gonna be like, yo, this is my setup. This is all the shit I got. Just randomly, because it's not YTP oriented. I think that's it, because all of these are just related. How the fuck is Tetris related to Zelda? Tetris DS, Kirby. I I know there's references in Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga. I love the Mario and Luigi RPGs. One of the first games I ever played growing up. I think that's it. Okay, let's organize this. There's too many games in the S tier, in my opinion. Wind Waker gets bumped down. Link to the Past gets bumped down to that. This is better than that. That's better than that. Or yeah. I think that's fair. Yeah, Majora's Mask. Very excited for my tattoo that I get tomorrow. Ocarina of Time. Love that. Twilight Princess. Breath of the Wild. Link to the Past. Original Zelda. Zelda 2. Yeah, I think this is fair. This is a good, you know, good tier list. I like this. This is fair. I haven't done one of these in a while, and god damn, my voice is getting tired. How long have we been going? Holy shit. Can I see it on here? Reach, engagement, audience? No, not until it's posted. I can see that. You normally, it probably just bugging out. Let's see, where are we at to now? 603. I just think that's fucking insane. More than 600. A CRT. I do have a CRT too. I've mostly got everything linked up to a flat screen TV. I need to get a better one. CRT is definitely the way you're supposed to play it, but the CRT that I have is teeny tiny, and you know, I just rather play on my flat screen and deal with a little bit of like not as good of quality. But CRT is definitely the way to play the ones that are meant for CRT. What other tier lists? Clash Royale tier list. I played the fuck out of Clash Royale when I was in middle school. Believe it or not. League of Legends waifus. I don't know enough about waifus. I have a CRT for £1. 27 inches. I think mine's 24, something like that. Teeny tiny. If I find one like on Facebook Marketplace here and like cheap enough, I'll definitely go get it, or even for free. Sometimes you can see CRTs for free. What other one? Give me any ideas. Anything else you guys want me to do? Tier list wise, I can go back to editing. I might take a brief recess, go get some more water, get some small snack. This is a general video game. Oh wait, no, this just links to a bunch of other stuff. Oh, Dark Souls. I fucking love Dark Souls. Controllers? Could you please check out... Yeah, sure, I'll check out your collection. Rabbids, right? Rabbids. 2 Ds. Yeah, 2 Ds and a Z. No, not that one. That one. Latest, was it a post? Oh, look at that. That is, holy shit, dude. Mine used to look like this. And then I got like my entire room got, redone. Nice fucking, Wayne's World picture too. Love the Wayne's World. Super Famicom, not a Super Nintendo. That kicks ass. NES, Xbox One. I do have an Xbox One, but I don't have any games, and I don't have the wires for it. Nice CRT, Xbox 360, PS5. But look at the fucking games. Holy shit. All my games are just in a drawer. Literally, I have one big drawer full of all my games, and the Zelda games are up on a shelf. But it's like a whole ass video game corner. That kicks ass. That's what I would want. It would be a corner like that set up for games where I can just look at them and grab one out. That is a nice setup. Lovely. And I can't get over the fucking Wayne's World. That is kick ass. I gotta put Wayne's World picture up on my room. Oh, yeah. Oh, there's some more on the side. I see a 64 controller and a GameCube. But yeah, I can't, like, look at that. Xbox games, shit ton of Xbox, GameCube. I'll have to post, mine. Oh, European SNES. It's not a Famicom? There's a difference? I didn't know. European SNES. Wow! Really? I didn't know that. Is it the same, just titled differently? Japanese SNES. There's Japanese. Japan. Is it the same shell, just with Super Nintendo? I think it's just a Super Nintendo images. But it says Super Famicom, right? No, that says the Super Nintendo. Do they all say Super Nintendo? Or I thought they used to say Super Famicom and had the 4 things. Or am I cuckoo? Oh, widescreen. Duh. That's right. Oh, it's not letting me. Maybe it will if there's less than one image. But it's not working. Yeah, I thought they looked like that. Maybe, oh, this is Junior. Maybe this is a second release or something like that. But that's cool. I didn't know that. Yeah, this is what I thought they all looked like. So I guess there is one from Japan, one for Europe that just has Super. Does it say Super Famicom on yours, or does it say Super Nintendo? Let me see if I can see it in the picture. Oh, it's too blurry. That kicks ass. I like that. I want a shelf like that. Toho. I've never played a fucking Toho game in my life. Risk of Rain 2 all DLC items? No. Let's just do something silly. Let's do a silly. Animal Crossing, Villagers. I don't know enough about Animal Crossing. Resident Evil. I love Resident Evil games. I fucking love Resident Evil. It's just below Zelda for my favorite games. They're so fucking replayable. They're so good. I love horror. Horror is fascinating to me. How long have we been even going for? 2 hours now? Fucking, yeah, most of these are just, all these are going to be an S except for the cheat ones, which are all going to be an F. So, I'll just do this. F, S, S, F, 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 S, F, S, S, S. That goes in B. That goes in F, S, F, F, S, S, S. These don't have any, this one's old. They don't have the remakes. Oh my gosh. What did we do today? Okay, so we went down a whole ass rabbit hole. About edited for an hour and then went on a whole other tyrant. But oh my god. This was a great fucking stream. I think that's it for today. I'll get the friend request and let's watch what we did. What we've got.
You got a game and a control. That's the way it goes. But Nintendo has always come up with creative and unique ways to come up. Today, there's the Wii and the D, but even in the early days with the NES, they were doing. Your mom! Some of them were pretty awesome at the time, but others were awesome at the time. So let's take a look at some of the NES accessories. I already talked about the bad glove. We all know it's bad, so bad. Let's start with the Vapor. Back then, we just called it the gun because that's what it is. There's nothing more satisfying than just fucking the fuck out of things. It was the quintessential gaming accessory. Almost every console had their own version of the gun. Only problem,
Makes me feel like having anal.
the Super Nintendo also had its own gun, more like a big-ass bazooka, the Super Nintendo scope. Whoa. If you're familiar with the Zapper, this one's a totally different story. The Super Nintendo scope uses a sensor that you plug into your ass. Next we have the power pad. You lay it on the floor.
Oh yeah, that's what I was doing. So we got a good chunk done, but holy crap. Did we go on a tirade? But I had a fucking blast doing this. My voice is tired. I think going forward I'll do one stream on a YTP every week. Oh, update it. Let me check those and then I'll call it quits for the day because my voice is getting tired. You gotta go back on YouTube. Oh, that's me. I could watch my own stream. Oh, look at that. Yeah, I'll have to show you all my setup. But yeah, GameCube, Genesis. That's what mine. Everything was stacked on top of each other. I had two TVs right next to each other. I remember those good days when I just played the fuck out of games. Old games. Oh, look, the PS2 on the top of the TV. Oh, I miss those days when I just had like a dream setup for when I was a kid, and now I have my dream adult setup. Oh, there's more NES games. I want one of those SPs. I would love to have one of those SPs. Original Game Boy. I modded it. I actually modded a Game Boy. I used to have a business where I would mod Game Boy Advances and put actually good screens in them that you can actually see. ISP screens. And I used to make good money doing that. I might bring that back up and use my YTP channel as a good advertisement. Nice. And you got a fucking box too. I would love to have old shit like that. It's just like I've got so much shit in my room and I don't have enough space because I've got all my guitars. I've got a bunch of tools, a bunch of consoles, a bunch of video games, and just a bunch of camping shit because I love to go camping too. But holy crap, this is my dream like shelf. I would love to have a shelf like this. I'll have to show you guys my thing. I'll do like a post maybe in a couple of days or something like that. I gotta retitle that and put that up. Favorite joke today I did, of course, is fucking this.
Your ass. Next we have the power.
That's like one of the best
Next we
best
have
ones I've
the
ever done. Best jokes. It's pretty fucking good. One guitar and it's a fuck. You got a Squire? I have my first one. My first guitar that I got was off of Amazon. So it was a kit and it was a Les Paul. 104 fucking. That's surprised you even have a count going up that high. I am a purist. My guitars that I have my first guitar was a Les Paul. It was just a standard body, and then I got a Flying V Jackson, and that one had a Floyd Rose on it, the whammy bar. And then it broke, and that was $500, and I was very sad. So then I went to Guitar Center, and I found a Jackson Rhodes. Let me show you guys for $1,000, and it is the biggest, except for my car that I bought, the most expensive thing that I own. Jackson Randy Rhodes. It's gold, right? This was the one. No, it's this body. It's this. This one right here. This is the one I have. I don't have the Floyd Rose on this. The only thing I don't like about this guitar is the pickups. I want to put different pickups on it. But I freaking love this guitar. I didn't get a Floyd Rose on it because they did have one with the Floyd Rose for the whammy bar. I didn't get it because every single fucking time I use the whammy bar, I have to retune my fucking strings every single goddamn time. And I'm just like, you know what? I'll fix my other one. That one's got a bar or a whammy bar on it. I'll just use that. And I'll use this one for just general playing. But I've got a Fender Mustang for my amp. And the only thing that I gotta upgrade is my amp. This amp is good. It's good enough. It was recommended to me. It's got a bunch of presets. You can make your own tones on it. It's good enough for, you know, not being a super ass expensive one, and it's got like pedals built in and effects built in. What's my favorite song to play? Anything Metallica is fun. You know, anything from I really like to play here. Oh, I don't know if this is gonna sound good. I'll put my mic against my amp and I'll just try and play, and it's either gonna just like clip in or like clip the mic, or it'll sound okay. I'm betting it's probably gonna be a mixture of the two, and I'll try and play a little bit. If I can even move my mic against the thing. Oh, that's probably why. Oh my god, everything is so fucking tied down. Does it even go further back? No, not really. Okay, well, there we go. That's about as close as I can get it. Okay, it's on the right one. Whoa. Turn that down. Turn that up. Let me see if I can hear it. If it sounds like ass, then I'm not gonna play. Because you won't even fucking be able to hear anything. Oh, son of a bitch. I just took a screenshot on my damn phone. Oh, that sounds good. That sounds way better than I thought it was going to be. Okay. Let me see. I really like the Kill 'Em All album. It's my favorite Metallica album. Very first one. Very thrashy. Thrash metal is my fucking favorite. Okay. Turn me down so I can't hear myself. Pretty cool. I like that. I also like some other. I really like Cliff. I fucking forgot his goddamn name. The Pulling Teeth Anesthesia, the solo. I really love that one. I can play Master of Puppets. It's been a while, but I don't play it a lot because it's overplayed in my opinion. Yeah, that one. I like that one. Seek and Destroy. Let me see if I can try and remember that. I can't. Master Puppets. I can tap. On occasion, tapping is one of my favorite fucking things. The Van Halen eruption, I think it's, actually, tapping. I like to tap. Tapping's fun. I need to get a camera. I mean, I do have a camera, but it's very shitty. My room's clean enough. I guess I could try and use it. Maybe I'll do a guitar stream. That could be fun. Maybe that'll be next time. I could even do that tomorrow if I wanted to. And just start streaming more. I can do like one YTP stream. And then one guitar stream. I just don't know. Could be a little bit too different for audience. Maybe some people want to know more. Maybe I'll make a second channel, shit like that. Tapping is fun. It's really easy, honestly, to do, but it sounds so cool, and it makes you look like a fucking badass. What else? What else is there? I can do a bunch of Black Sabbath. Fucking love Black Sabbath. What else? For the beginning of that solo. As soon as it starts getting complicated, then I can't. Just gotta build up my speed. What else? Oh, I can do this. 1K subs by June 1st. June 1st? That's in like 5 days. There's no way I can get 100 subs a day. I've hit max like 400. Or max 4D, not 400. I think by next month I can do that. What else? My next upload is on Friday. I always upload a YTP every Friday, so I get 4 videos a month. So it'll be in, 2 days. Very nice. Tomorrow I do upload a short, but it's a short. It's just the shorts are always the videos I've already done. I can do Creeping Death. Something like that. Alright. 4:43. It's almost midnight where you are. I think I'm done for the day. Fucking fantastic stream. This has been the favorite stream that I've ever done. I had a lot of fucking fun. Huge blast, good views. But yeah, I'll call it. Maybe I'll do another stream tomorrow. Maybe next week. No, I can't do tomorrow. I know why. Because I got a tattoo. And then I've got dinner after that. And I can't do the day after that because I've got to go out to eat. So maybe Sunday. I can maybe do one on Sunday. So Sunday. I'll think about Sunday. But yeah, very fucking epic. Loved the stream. Loved everybody who came to watch. Some people are going to watch the VOD. If you're a VOD watcher, hello. This is the end. Thank you for watching to the end. Yeah, I'll see y'all in the next one. Maybe Sunday. Can't make any promises, but y'all have a good day.